Okay, so good afternoon, everyone. This is Miss Turner, and I'm going to be talking to you about finding the part while using a percent proportion table and a double number line. So let's read the word problem first. It says Miss Gilmore bought 20 peaches, but 75% of them weren't ripe enough to use. How many peaches should she put in a paper bag to ripen? So down here is my percent proportion table. And what I'm going to do is fill in my missing information. So I see on this top row, I see part, percent, an empty space, an X, and an empty space. And then on the bottom row, I see whole, 100, an empty space, and then another 100. Well, excuse me, what you're going to be doing is using these first four boxes right here, and you're going to be putting that information in this box here. So I'm going to tell you how to fill in this middle section right here because it's blank and we're like, what are we going to put there? Well, shoot, oopsies. We are going to put, so I'm going to type in the part. So the part is what we're trying to figure out, which is how many pieces should she put in a paper bag. So we don't know, but we're going to label it so we have our information all together in one table. Total number of, I'm going to say this is the number of peaches to ripen. Okay, and then the whole is how many peaches Miss Gilmore bought in total. So I'm going to call this total number of peaches. So then what I'm going to do, I'm going to erase these lines so you can see everything. Then what I'm going to do is fill in these last two blanks. Okay, so the X corresponds with the part. This blank corresponds with the whole. And the whole, again, was just the total number of peaches, which was 20. And then the percent is 75. And I'm getting all this information from my word problem. And since I know it's a percent, whenever I change a percent to a fraction, is always the percent as the numerator over 100. Ooh, it's kind of hard to draw with a mouse. Over 100. Okay? So now I'm going to take all this information, and again, I'm just going to put it down here on the double number line. It's the same way that we use the strip diagram, except now it's just a number line and not a rectangle. Okay? So if I have 100%, that means I have 20 peaches. We are looking for, I'm going to divide that in half. We are looking for 75%. You know me, I like to find the half first. Half of 20 is 10. Okay, so then when I look at this, 50, 75, and 100, hopefully you know that these are benchmark fractions, which means these are common and these are the floors. So I know that if I split this 50 in half, this is going to turn into 25%. And half of 10, so divide by 2, is 5. So again, I'm trying to get to 75%, so what I'm going to do is add these together, and whatever I do to the top, I do to the bottom. 5 plus 10 is 15, just like 25 plus 50 is 75. So the total number of peaches Miss Gilmore is going to have to put into a paper bag to ripen is 15. That's the part. Okay, so I set up a double number line. I used my percent proportion table first, and then I set up a double number line. Okay? The next problem, because they're not always going to be that easy. So it says Jalen and her friends went back to school clothes shopping. They ended up getting 50 different items. 70% of those items were on sale. How many did they get on sale? So how many different clothing items did they get on sale? Oopsie, my table is already filled in. So my part, I corresponded with the top row. My part was my total number on sale, or my part was the item on sales. And my whole is the total number of items, so the total number of different clothes they bought. I took the information from the word problem and I put it into my chart. The 70 I put over here because 70% changed into a fraction is just 70 over 100. And again, the 50 represents the total number of clothes, and I don't know how many items, so I put X because that's what we're trying to find. So I'm just going to do like I did on the strip diagram. I'm going to label my number line. If I am at 100%, that means I have 50 different items. And we're looking for 70% though. So again, I'm going to split this in half, get to 50%. Okay. So my next step, well, if I look at these fraction or percents, 50, 70, and 100%, these are benchmark fractions as well, and these are the tenths. So each section is worth 10%. Okay, but we're trying to find 70. So I'm going to try to get to 10 because I just want to do 10 times 7, and that's 70. So I'm going to say I know that 100 divided by 10 is 10. Remember your factors of 100. So then all I'm going to have to do, whatever I do to the top, I got to do to the bottom. So 50 divided by 10 is 5. Now, I said I wanted to do 10 times 7. The reason I said that is because I'm trying to get to 70. 10% times 7 equals 70%. So I'm going to do 5 times 7 times 7. And 5 times 7 is just 35. So 35 of the items that Jaylyn and her friends bought were on sale. Okay, now it's your turn. So you're going to have 2 problems. You just need to pick one problem. You're going to pick one problem. You're going to write it out. You don't have to write the question, but write out the strip diagram and the percent proportion table. You're going to take a picture of it and you're going to upload it on the very last slide of this assignment. You should have a total of 3 pictures uploaded, and you should also be able to, in the Google Slides, you'll be able to drag and fill out the percent proportion with the answer choices. If you have any questions, please message me on Schoology, and I'll see you in the next video.